Next up, we're coming down to the floor in a half kneeling position. We're going to train some ankle, looking at eversion and dorsiflexion, the ability to collapse our foot to the floor and drive that knee forward towards our toes. I'm going to show you with the slant board and then an option to modify with that plate. Okay, so first of all, if you do not have the slant board, you're going to take a small ledge. A plate will do the trick. You're going to elevate your lateral foot, your outer foot, that lateral border up. It's going to bias that inner ankle bone, your medial malleolus, in towards the floor. So it's going to get you into some ankle eversion. From there, you're just going to sneak your knee straight forward as far as you can towards your big toe or second toe, that there is no pinch in front. Now I'm going to set up on the slant board. So we don't want balance to be the limiting factor. You can drop a hand on the wall, a bench, whatever you've got. I've got the slant board tilted this way, so biasing up towards the wall. I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to step my foot on there, letting my medial ankle bones drop in towards the floor. Using the slant, it's going to get me into some ankle eversion, and then using some balance, I'm just going to sneak my knee straight forward towards big toe. So this is ankle eversion and dorsiflexion. We want to open up a nice stretch for that Achilles, not a pinch in front. So in this position, what we're going to do, pails and rails for both dorsiflexion and eversion. Basically, you're going to be trying to tilt your lateral foot, pressing down like a gas pedal through the outer foot. As you do so, tilt into inversion, out of eversion, pushing out of the stretch for pails. Rail is going to be trying to pull the knee straight forward while tilting that foot a little further, trying to lift the outer foot. Now, try and pre-tension your ankle. Start driving your outer foot down, trying to swoop that lateral foot through the slant board or the plate. Now trying to tilt the ankle bones away, trying to really get involved. I'm trying to invert my ankle and trying to plantar flex. I feel my Achilles, I feel my whole calf working to push out of this stretch. 10 seconds here working for 3 sets, 5, 4, 3, rails, trying to laterally lift my foot and pull my knee straight forward, 5, not into a pinch, but squeeze that shin, 3, 2, relax. Breath in and out. It's the same exact cueing if you're on the plate. You just might not have as big as a stretch. That's okay. Second round. Start driving lateral foot down, pushing through that outer ankle. I'm trying to tilt my ankle out of eversion. I'm trying to invert and plantar flex. I feel everything working through my Achilles and calf. 10 seconds. Pushing a little more tension this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, rails. Try and lift lateral foot. Squeeze knee forward. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Knee straight over big toe. Don't fake with your hip jumping outside. 1 more rep. Breath in. Lateral foot driving down. Trying to swoop that ankle. I'm trying to invert out of eversion. 10 seconds. Should really feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Rails. Try and lift lateral foot. Pull knee forward. 3, 2, and relax. Now, come out of there slowly. Just flip around now, let's get the left. Just to show you a little bit more forward, we can step onto that slant board or on that plate. We let medial ankle bones, inner ankle bones, that medial malleolus drop into ankle eversion. We let knee sneak straight forward over big toe into ankle dorsiflexion. We're trying to open up a little more workspace in dorsi by tilting that ankle into eversion. It's a great trick. By working on that tilt of the ankle, tilting that ankle bone in, we can sneak a little bit more range into true dorsiflexion. You'll notice because you have that deep stretch here. Breathing into it, make sure you're not faking with the hip outside. We don't want that. We're jumping right in, 3 rounds pails, 3 rounds rails. Your pails effort, you might be able to see it a little bit better in this position. My ankle's like this. I'm going to drive through my lateral foot. I'm trying to invert and plantar flex, trying to tilt my ankle out of eversion while driving my foot down with my calf and my Achilles. That's pails. Rails, trying to lift my outer foot up while squeezing my knee forward with my shin tissue. That's rails. Breath in and out. Get that breath in. Start your pails effort, driving through lateral foot, trying to swoop down, trying to plantar flex. Feel my Achilles, feel my calf start to build up that tension. 10%, 20%, 30%. Rails effort, lateral foot lifting, knee squeezing forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Get a breath. Sneak that knee straight forward. Don't fake with that hip. Second round, irradiate calf. Start driving lateral foot down. Pails effort, a little bit more tension this time. Get that Achilles, that high calf going. Trying to tilt ankle out of eversion. 5, 4, 3, 2 rails, trying to lift lateral foot, trying to tilt, trying to squeeze knees straight forward with that shin. 3, 2, 1, relax into it. If you're using the plate, it's the same exact cueing. You're pressing your outer foot down into the plate. It's the only difference. One more round. Breath in a little bit further into the stretch. Start driving lateral foot, pushing, trying to swoop my ankle out of it. 10 seconds, building up that tension. Ankle trying to invert out of eversion. 3, 2, 1, trying to lift lateral foot up, squeezing knee forward. 5, 4 rails. 3, 2, and relax. All right, get a breath for a second, step on out of there. That's one of my favorite options for the ankle. It checks off a lot of needs at once. Eversion, getting that tilting, dorsiflexion should help clean up any pinching in the squat. Should feel really nice right now. To save the work, I actually want to train some shin raises. Now, same thing, if you do not have a slant board, I'm going to show you on the slant board. If you don't have your slant board, you could just do this with your heels on the plate instead. Gonna stand up, leaning against the wall, feet elevated on the board or the plate. So you're gonna lean your hips and your back into the wall. Got my heels elevated on the plate right now. That biases me a little bit in the ankle plantar flexion, pointed feet. What we're gonna do is take the tennis ball in between the foot, hold it with our feet, and train shin raises, actively dorsiflexing now with those shins. Really gonna feel the front of the shin. I'm gonna show you on the slant board, same exact thing. So, tennis ball going in between the forefoot. Gonna squeeze that ball, good active tension there, forcing me to adduct into it. Can go hands against the wall for balance, hips against the wall, upper back against the wall. Simply gonna dorsiflex up and slowly come back down. Don't drop that ball. Train 12 of these. Nice and slow reps. Really wanna use that active dorsiflexion. Just carved all that workspace down there. Now work those shin raises, actively pulling into it and controlling the descent down. Here's 6 halfway. Try not to bend those knees. Really get your quads involved. Higher tension, the better. Last 2. And 1 more time. Lifting up. Control the weight down. So tennis ball out of the way, and we're done here for a second.